Let us try to now understand the concept of Bayes theorem. Okay, note that this is was a revolution when Bayes started this concept. Till now we have focused on the probabilities which were priori probabilities. So let us try to understand what is a priori probability. Priori probability is the probability before the event. So we do not know about any outcome of the event, so before the event we have the probability. This is your priori probabilities. Now take the example, same example of our Indian cricket team. So we said that Dhoni playing or Dhoni not playing in the team, and then you have India winning, okay, given Dhoni playing, India not winning given Dhoni playing. Okay, similarly you have this structure, so let us make it slightly bigger. So what we have is, so we are saying that probability that Dhoni is playing in the team, let's say suppose it is 0.6. Now probability that India will win given Dhoni plays is, let's say, 0.9. Okay. Then probability of Dhoni not playing, you know, it will be 1 minus 0.6, that will be 0.4. Probability of India winning when Dhoni is not playing, let's say suppose this probability is very less, 0.2. Okay, right. Now we want to know that, okay, from the context of Bayes theorem, what we want is, okay, suppose let's say you were not watching the match. Okay, so morning you went to office and then you came back. Okay, you have no access to television, internet, etc. You do not know what is the outcome. Now let's say your friend, okay, he called you and he says that India has won. He says that India has won the match. Now, and if I ask you, or would you conclude that the chances of Dhoni playing in the match is very high? So if let's say we say that India has won, you would conclude yes, Dhoni would have played, that's why India has won, right? Because when Dhoni is playing, the chances of India winning is very high, right? So till now we were not knowing that what is the outcome of the match, okay? But now what I say is, given that you know that outcome of the match is known to you, given that India has won, what is the updated probability of Dhoni playing the match? This is your, what we call as your priori probability. Note that this does not have to be confused with the a priori probability. Here priori means just before. Okay, so this is the probability before the event. Okay, however, in reality, once the event is known, once the outcome is known, okay, once the outcome is known, what you have is, you have an update of the probability. Okay, so that this probability you have an update, and what happens is the updated probability will be very, very different than this 0.6. In fact, in this case, when India has won the match, given that you know that India has won the match, this probability will be much higher than 0.6. We will come to, we'll explain that how it can be computed, but it will be much different than this. Okay, we'll see. So what we have is, okay, outcome is known that India has won. Now you see where India is winning. We have seen that India is winning here, and here India is winning. Okay. Now how do you estimate the probability? The estimation of the probability is, okay, your favorable case divided by the total case. Note that you will see in the PowerPoint that I have given you the formula. However, I strongly recommend you not to go through the formula. We will see that whatever the formula we get the thing, it is the thing that we will derive over here. So probability of updated probability is, or any probability is your favorable case by total case. Now here I say that given India has won, what is the probability or updated probability? What is the updated probability that Dhoni played? I want to know what is the updated probability that Dhoni played in the match. How do you get it? Okay. So first we need to know what is the total case, what is the total probability of India winning. Okay, so total probability of India winning, it will be 0.6 into 0.9, this is your 0.454, plus 0.4 into 0.2, that is your 0.08. That is the total probability of India winning will be 0.54 plus 0.08, that will be your 0.62. Now how you have got this? You can see d into IW by d plus d bar into IW by d. Right? So this is your total probability. Now we want to know, given India has won, what is the chance that Dhoni has played? Now out of these two, Dhoni has played over here. Okay, because if you see, this is the chance that Dhoni has not played. So if you see this node, Dhoni has not played. If you see this node, Dhoni has played. That means at this node, Dhoni has played. And we want to know the probability that given India has won, what is the probability that India has that Dhoni has played. So this is your, can I say, favorable case. So 0.454 is your favorable case. So what we can do is, we can write 0.6 into 0.9. So this is your favorable case. 0.6 into 0.9 divided by 0.62 is the probability that Dhoni has played in the match. See, contrast with this 0.6, so how much it will be? It will be roughly this, we can say roughly it will be 0.9. Let's say these two cancel. It will be slightly less than 0.9. Let's say it will be 0.87. The probability that Dhoni has played is 0.87. It is much higher than 0.6. Why it is coming over here 0.87? It is because that we have an idea now that India has won. Okay, if India is winning, that means more is a chance that Dhoni has played. Now suppose I give you another item to obtain. Given that India has won, find out the updated probability that Dhoni has not played. I want to know what's the updated probability that Dhoni has not played. So here, if Dhoni is not playing, where? You see that this is the node that Dhoni is not playing. That is your favorable case is where the Dhoni is not playing is 0.4 into 0.2 divided by your total probability. See this 0.4 into 0.2 is, you can roughly it will be 0.08 divided by 0.62 or 8 by 62. Roughly you can say it will be 0.12. It is much lower than your probability of 0.4. Okay, it is 0.12. Given that India has won, the probability of Dhoni playing is 0.12. So note that this should be equal to 1. Given that India has won, updated probability of Dhoni playing plus updated probability of Dhoni not playing should be equal to 1. Okay, but I can bring another type of question over here. We will see. Let's say suppose I want to know that given that India has lost the match, what is the updated probability that Dhoni has played? Now you see that these nodes, node 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, what you see is in node 2 India has lost. Why? Because probability Dhoni playing and India losing. This will be your 0.1, right? So I can take this. This will be your 0.1. So probability of India losing will be 0.6 into 0.1. That will be 0.06. So here India is losing. Okay, India is losing in node 2 and node 4. That is these two nodes India is losing. Here also India is losing. If this is 0.2, the mutually exclusive case, this will be 0.8. So it will be 0.8 into 0.4. This will be 0.32. So India is losing in 2 and 4. The total probability of India losing is this. So this is your unconditional probability of India losing. Note that unconditional probability of India winning was 0.62. So 1 minus 0.62 is your unconditional probability of India losing. Now what is the probability that Dhoni played? So Dhoni played in this node, right? So the probability of this node is 0.06 divided by your 0.38. So how much you get? It will be 6 divided by 38. It comes as 0.157 or let's say 0.16. So given that India lost, the probability that Dhoni played is only 0.16. It is much lower than 0.6 that you have. Now why this is the reason? Why this is the case? The reason for this is that when Dhoni is playing, the chance of India winning is very high. If India has lost, it means that the probability of Dhoni playing would be very, very low. Okay, this is one way to obtain. Now you can get another question that suppose India has lost, what is the probability that Dhoni has not played? In that case, the total probability, this will remain the same. But in now what we have is Dhoni has not played. That means I have to see this node. That means my favorable case will be node 4. So it will be the probability of node 4, which will be 0.32 divided by 0.38. So this is the probability, or it will be your 1 minus 0.16, which is 0.84. So given that India has lost, the probability that Dhoni has not played is 0.84. It is much higher than this 0.4 that you have. Okay, what is the reason? That yes, if Dhoni is not playing, then India has more chance of losing. So if you have updated information of India losing, then Dhoni not playing is very high. That is the. So what I have is I have given a question on a similar line. Okay, so here the recession, and I would expect that you can solve this yourself to get the idea.